welcome to a guided meditation episode of the Empowered Spirituality Podcast. My name is Samantha Nagel, and I'm so excited today to just bring you another guided meditation. It's been a while since we've done this. But today is going to be a guided meditation just for grounding. Grounding sounds so simple sometimes when we hear it, but we really do need that reminder. We really do need that practice of grounding into our energy, into the earth. So if you're ready, go ahead and find a nice comfy position. I particularly love to sit down while I'm grounding, but laying down also feels just as good. Or you can even choose to stand up. That might feel really yummy as well. And maybe you choose to wear some headphones or close the door if possible. Just taking a few moments to get settled in here. And first, I'd like to invite you to pay attention to the space around you that you're in right now. Paying attention first to the sounds around you. Maybe there are other people where you're at, so noticing the sounds of them moving, breathing, walking, or talking around you or in the other room. Maybe cars going by on the street outside. My own voice, the sound of your breath, and any other little sounds in the room or the space that you're at. Becoming really aware of these sounds now so that they don't startle or agitate you later in the practice. And then even with your eyes closed, if they are closed, noticing what you can see around you. So even if your eyes are closed, you can probably still see light through your eyelids. You might see shadows, maybe even the little fuzzy moving dots that can happen when we close our eyes. Now paying attention to the touch that we can feel. Feeling the air on our skin. Feeling the air on our nostrils as we breathe in, and the warm air as we breathe out. The clothes on your skin. And really taking special notice of where your body is meeting, where you're sitting, standing, or laying. Noticing all the connections between yourself and the world underneath you. Noticing for a moment here how supported you really are. Moving now to your sense of taste. Noticing any foods that you may have eaten today, beverages you may have taken part in. And lastly, paying attention to smell. Even just the smell of the air around you, of yourself, your perfume, your cologne, your lotion. Now let's bring the attention to the breath. For just a few moments here, we're going to observe the breath, not try and change it. How are your inhales? How deep are they? Where are they going as you inhale? Paying attention to your natural exhale. Now starting to consciously deepen the breath, inhaling through the nose, feeling your belly expand as you breathe in, maybe holding at the top of that breath, and exhaling out of your nose or mouth, feeling the sensation of your exhale. Really slowing your breathing down, elongating the inhale and the exhale, creating space at the top of every inhale and before every new inhale. And as you breathe deeply, beginning to notice any tension in the body, simply bringing your mind's awareness to wherever feels icky or stuck or tense or sore or painful. And really trying to do this consciously without judgment, just noticing. Maybe place a hand or hands over any parts of the body that feel tense. Feeling your hand connect to the body, feeling your body connect up to your hand. And just noticing maybe the softness that this can bring you emotionally, such as a gesture of self compassion to put our hands on our heart, our shoulders, our stomachs, our legs, our head. And then moving on to notice any emotions present in the body: anxiety, nervousness, grief, sadness, anger, pleasure, joy, gratitude, excitement. And if you feel two or more conflicting emotions, wonderful, right? That is the beauty and the weirdness of the human experience. And right now, you're doing such a compassionate job at holding space, even for conflicting emotions. So just take a few moments now to sit with any emotions that you find in the body. I know it can be uncomfortable to sit with our emotions. I know, especially those big ones, those ones that we aren't really used to feeling or that we're socialized to think are bad to feel. But leaning in just for a few more moments into that space of emotion. Perhaps noticing where in the body you feel this and placing a hand or hands over these areas. And also noticing if perhaps these areas are the same as where you felt tension or discomfort or pain. And then take a moment here to just ask those parts of you, those emotions, what they need from you. As you remember to breathe very deeply and very slowly, maybe consciously breathing into these spaces, as you ask them what they need from you right now. Oftentimes, what our feelings really need is to be seen, is for them to be okay, to be felt. So if you were having a hard time right now deciding or hearing what needs to be felt or what needs to be done, maybe just taking a few more moments here to just lean into really seeing yourself fully here. Beautiful. Before we start to transition out, let's take a moment to zoom into the thoughts. What thoughts are going through your mind right now? Notice the frequency, the intensity, as well as what they're saying. And as you notice this, it's going to be very tempting to just latch onto one and ride with it and stick to it. But I'll challenge you to simply notice, come back to center, notice, come back to center, really using your breath as an anchor. I want you to know this, that not every thought you have needs to be explored, right? We have so many critical, anxious, fearful thoughts that we deserve to hold space for, but we don't have to believe everything that our mind tells us. So maybe taking a moment here to practice that. Practice not engaging or believing every thought that comes to your mind right now. Right. Coming back to the breath here, if you strayed away from this deep conscious breathing. And maybe you place a hand on your heart if it feels good. And just take a moment here to practice or send yourself gratitude because you just did amazing work. You really held space for yourself. And in these few moments, really, of holding this space, you're reparenting yourself, right? You're giving yourself safety. It's so powerful. And then I'll invite you to start bringing some movement into your body, maybe rubbing your palms together, curling the fingers in and out, maybe doing the same with the toes. rolling your shoulders out, rolling your neck. Maybe even giving your legs or your arms a couple pats. Tapping your feet on the floor. Starting to really come back to your body in the present moment right now. Also becoming aware of the sounds in your surroundings, the clothes on your skin again, the surface beneath you. Before we open our eyes, let's do a couple deep breaths in, holding at the top. And as we sigh it out, really let something go. Get ready. Inhale in, maybe a little more, and hold. And sigh it out. Another one, deep breath in. Hold and sigh it out. One more at your own pace. Beautiful. I'd like you to tilt your head down so that when you open your eyes, the first thing you see is your body. Beautiful. I hope that was nourishing. I hope that was grounding. And I hope it helped you. Until next time, thank you so much for practicing with me. Thank you so much for giving yourself this gift of self-compassion.